Okay, well, we're here. It's called Live Wire, and I have a pair of people here who are producing the show that opens on October the 9th in the Three Penny Playhouse over at California Stage at 25th and R Street. They're doing a play called Atwater, Fixin' to Die. It's about Lee Atwater, and I have Veda Russell, who's the director of the play, and Eric Baldwin, who is playing Lee Atwater, correct?
Correct.
Great. Who is Lee Atwater?
Lee Atwater is, or was, I should say, he's deceased. Lee Atwater was kind of the architect of modern-day dirty politics. He was the mentor of Karl Rove. He started in college politics. He was president of the Young Republicans nationally. And then he worked his way through South Carolina, particularly in '72, working for Strom Thurmond, managing campaigns in South Carolina, got a very strong sense of how the South's politics reflected America's politics, then moved into national politics, working for Reagan in '80, and then becoming campaign manager for Bush in '88, then rising to the head of the Republican National Committee shortly after the '88 election.
The head of the Republican National Committee. Veda, do you reflect on this guy? Do you know who this guy?
I didn't know who this guy was before we started working on this play, so it's a whole educational process for me. I'm not a political aficionado. This guy watches politics the way he would football games.
Wow.
You know, it really goes for it. It's a whole new learning situation, this play. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's a one-person show, right? So you're him throughout the whole thing. Do you play other characters?
I play 5 other characters. I play a redneck biker, a Connecticut swing voter, the guy who sold marijuana to Dan Quayle. I play a black Howard University. And
this is all alleged talk anyway. You're theater people, right?
And I play David Duke.
David Duke.
Yeah.
Okay. This is interesting. You know, American politics. We need to learn from people like Karl Rove and learn from what makes a party not be a fair-minded, issue-oriented party, but what makes it a gang, frankly, using tricks and lies to win an election. Do you think that's been done here?
I think, you know, you kind of say, well, there's a line in the sand you just don't cross. But I think we're at the point in national politics right now where we look for that line and it's about 20 yards behind us. And the question is, can you put the toothpaste back in the tube? I don't have the answer to that question. I kind of worry that maybe you can't. The only thing to do is slow down the acceleration of this corruption that is spread throughout the national conversation.
Yeah, the national conversation. And that's an amazing thing. And the media is to blame, and people who are, as you said before the show, I mean, it's spread to the decision makers.
I think we are all somewhat complicit. If we do not examine our role within this, you know, a lot of people kind of hear what they want to hear and are very content that then go back to their comfort, then go back to their living rooms, to their 24-hour cable, and just kind of relax and not be bothered. But I feel we have a responsibility, if we're going to live as citizens in this country, that we really do need to examine every facet and every nuance of what's going on.
Yeah, and Veda, when you first picked up the play, did you say, oh, this is really good agitprop, or is this theater? What is this?
Well, I picked up the play about 3 years ago and thought about it a lot because Eric really wanted to do this play. And it's complex. It's one man, it's complex, it's got a lot of light and sound cues, and I think it's both. It's all of the above, you know.
So when you're directing somebody who plays multiple characters, what's the, what is the guiding light? What do you do?
Well, I happen to have an excellent actor, and I just let him go. I said, would you stand over there and say that? And he does it.
So I could be a director?
You could.
I could by just saying,
if you have this kind of an actor.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wire the money directly to your account, Veda. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
That's good. Okay, I like that answer. I like it too. You know, I think 90% of directing is getting a good actor.
Absolutely. And, and this is one to see.
So you are going to portray Atwater, right? Is that correct? So you've seen films. Obviously, Atwater died when?
He died in '91.
91.
Yeah, and he was actually buried, oddly enough, on April 1st, 1991. Yeah, and he was 40 years old.